Welcome, welcome everyone to 7 Steps to Prospering Online. I'm your host, Julie Geigle, and so excited to be here with you tonight. And we're just going to dive right into our PowerPoint right away. So let me go ahead and share that screen for you, and we'll get started. So you're in the right place. If you registered and signed up for our 7 Steps to Prospering Online, I've got some great stuff to share with you tonight that I'm super duper excited about. And we did our sound test, and everyone said they could hear me okay. If you're having any sound issues, just let me know in the chat room. That's how I'll communicate with you. So introduce yourself in that chat room, please. Share your first name, what state you live in. What called you to join us here today? Are you thinking about starting an online business? Or do you have one and you're wanting to take it to the next level? Or you're just curious about what it takes to make money online? Whether you're thinking about starting up a spiritual business or have jumped in and are feeling overwhelmed or have been in business a while and ready to take things to the next level, I'm going to show you 7 steps to prosper online to increase your visibility and your bottom line. So stay with me until the very end, and if you decide to go on this entrepreneur journey with me, I'll give you the opportunity to get your hands on a special bonus I just added to the program. I'll give you all the details at the end. So turn off all distractions, give me 100% of your attention. Together we create a beautiful sacred space with our attention and intention. You are in the right place if, number one, you're feeling overwhelmed and afraid you're going to fail. Number two, you're ready to serve in a bigger and brighter way. One of my favorite people of all time, Wayne Dyer, said, when your inner mantra becomes, how may I serve, rather than what am I going to get and who do I need to defeat, you start to see the unfolding of God in everything and everyone around you, and you shift into higher consciousness. Oh, I love that. You're in the right place if, number three, you need some simple tips on creating or maintaining a website. Number four, you're in the right place if just the word marketing sends you into a full-on panic attack. This was me a few years ago before B School. Number five, you're in the right place if you want control over your life, your schedule, your money, your time. So which one resonates most with you? I'd like you to drop it in our chat box. Number one, is it afraid of failure? Number two, are you ready to serve? Number three, do you need a website makeover? Number four, is it time to make friends with marketing? Or number five, you really want to create a lifestyle? So I'd love to hear which one resonates most with you tonight. And I'll just check our chat quick. All right, Carol Lee says, I hear ya. Let's create a lifestyle. I love that. Okay, so we're going to take a minute to do what I do best, and that's connect to your spiritual team. I don't do anything without connecting with my team first. And through doing this every single day, the connection I have with my team is incredibly strong, and I teach other people how to develop and strengthen their own connection. So I'm going to give you a little taste tonight. I want you to take a nice deep breath and relax. Close your eyes if you're able. And I want you to just imagine we're opening up that magical portal of communication with your spiritual team, your higher self, and Archangel Metatron, the guide that I work with. And just feel their love and support as they show up for you here this day. And now I want you to imagine any blocks, any interference that might be preventing you from taking action, from figuring out what your divine life mission is, or maybe it's resources or finances that seem to be blocking you. Whatever that block is, I want you to see it magically appear before you in your awareness. So you become instantly aware of what is blocking you, what's holding you back. Maybe it's something somebody said, a parent or a teacher, or maybe it's an experience that you had. All right, now I want you to imagine your spiritual team coming in and just beaming love and light on that block, and watch it just shrink, growing smaller and smaller and smaller, and suddenly it just poof, evaporates. Excellent. And now I want you to experience your limitlessness. Experience your expansion. Step out of your human body, become one with your spiritual self, your higher self. The possibilities are unlimited. You are a magnificent being with unending powers and abilities to create and manifest anything you desire. God does not give you that dream if you don't have the ability to fulfill it. You only need believe. Believe in yourself. So just imagine taking back your power with courage and confidence and grace. And take a nice deep breath, opening your heart to receive this beautiful healing. And come back into the room. Yay! How was that? We'd love to hear in the chat room. Go ahead and share with us what that was like for you. Could you see the block? Did it come instantly? What was happening? Or was it kind of blurry or foggy? We would love to hear about that. So Metatron came in, did a beautiful clearing. It was kind of like Star Wars, right? Let the force be with you. And cleansed and cleared the way, opening that space. It was almost like you were lost in this entangled forest, and a beautiful path was opened and shown. You were shown the way, the next right action, the next best step. And as you move through the next 24, 48, 72 hours, that clarity will only become stronger for you. Yay! All right. We are here for you. Absolutely. Whatever your motivation, you are not alone. And all of us here today are showing up for each other 100%. So whether you are here live or you're watching the replay, remember, time is an illusion. The only thing that's real is the present moment. There's no past, there's no future, there's only now. So everything is happening in the now. All right, so a little bit about me. If you're not familiar with my work, my name is Julie Geigle, and this is my lovely family. I've got two adult children, Marcus and Janae. Marcus is sitting and Janae is standing. And then Marcus has two beautiful daughters, Paige and Finley is the baby on Tiffany's lap, her mom. And then we have Mike, my daughter's boyfriend, and my lovely husband. I think we've been together going on almost 40 years. 40 years, can you believe it? Oh my gosh. All right, so just a quick peek at me. I used to be a school teacher. I have a master's in education. I minored in language arts and English. I taught English for 10 years. And I left teaching. I took that leap of faith in 2007, and I opened up my own business, Heaven Sent Healing, and I work primarily as an international psychic medium, a mindset coach, a spiritual healer, Reiki master teacher, Ho'oponopono instructor, a clinical hypnotherapist, ordained minister, certified meditation instructor, and most recently, a Golden Age mission teacher, which has just been life changing for me. So, just a little bit about my leap of faith. Like I said, I went from being a school teacher to a spiritual entrepreneur. And I had pushback from my family, as lots of us do. My husband actually said, I forbid you. And I was like, what? No, 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 no. And I, looked him straight in the eye and I said, I honor and respect your opinion, but it's my decision. It's my life. I get to do what I want. And yeah, 6 months later, I left teaching. But it's been a crazy, crazy roller coaster ride, loads of fun. Certainly, I had some lean years in the beginning as I was scrambling, just trying to figure everything out on my own, totally clueless. But I did figure it out. And when I went from in person appointments to online, my business really began to open up. But the big life changing moment for me was when in, finally, after 5 years of watching B School, because Marie opened B School shortly after I left teaching. After 5 years of watching and wishing and waiting, I joined B School. And I tell ya, I have not looked back because my income doubled the first year and has continued to increase each year after that. And it's just been phenomenal. So, my key to my success is having a broad range of things that I offer. And one of the big differences has been offering classes and programs and podcasts and partnering with people. So we're going to get into that right now. Okay, so can you imagine what it would feel like to wake up every day energized, focused, and clear? Your day is filled with joy, balance, harmony, and happiness. Your happy scale. I want you on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best. How happy are you in your job or career today? Go ahead and pop that in our chat room. On a scale of 1 to 10, are you 10? Couldn't be happier? Or are you a 1? Lots of room for improvement. All right, and we're going to check our chat room here. And we've got 10. Excellent, Joanne. Excellent. Well, you're ready to bring it to the next level, girlfriend. You're in that boat with me. When you think things can't get better, they do. Ah! And Carolee said 7. Awesome. I love it. I love it. All right. So, what is a spiritual entrepreneur? Spiritual entrepreneurs only create products or services that benefit and inspire humanity. Spiritual entrepreneurs are an example of God's love and creative energy. Spiritual entrepreneurs inspire others and lead by example. Do or do not. There is no try. This is one of my favorite quotes by Yoda from Star Wars. Because in hypnosis, I learned that we actually use the word try as a negative concept. So we'll say, try to raise your hand. You can, it's too heavy. Or try to open your eyes. You can. They're glued shut. Try in your subconscious mind is actually a negative. It actually means don't. So try to eliminate that word from your vocabulary. So let's go ahead and dive into our 7 steps to prospering online. I know your time is super valuable tonight. So, number 1 is mindset magic, right? If you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you're right, you can't. So, this is a big one for lots of people. And I remember when I hosted a podcast on Om Times with a couple of my friends and Catherine. She's quite renowned as a psychic medium. And I said to her, I said, what are our numbers? How do we know if anybody's even listening? I get the feeling that I don't, really know that is this making a difference. And, certainly I got in touch with the producer and he ran some things by me and he's like, oh yeah, we've got loads of listeners. Your station's being downloaded and blah, 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 blah. But the bottom line was, Catherine pointed out to me, the bottom line was, it wasn't how many people that were listening that mattered. It was my belief in the value I was bringing that mattered. Because if I think I can, I can. And if I think I can't, I can't. So it is my mindset that is creating my success, not the people around me. And that was mind blowing for me because she was so right. So right. And through that process, I learned that, the universe is really mirroring what you're thinking. So when you think nobody wants what I have, the universe hears nobody wants what I have. And guess what they bring you? Nobody wanting what you have. On the other hand, if the universe here, if you think, everybody loves all my stuff, they devour it and can't wait for the next week to get more, the universe hears that and brings you more of those people. So, mindset is the very first key to prospering online, to being successful in any area of your life. Super important. And so, my favorite, all time favorite mantra is in step number 2 to prospering online, use me, Lord, for a purpose greater than myself. So I stumbled across this while I was a school teacher watching Oprah. Oprah said, I say this every day, and look at where it's got me. And I was like, well, if that's going to get you there, I'm going to start doing it and see where it gets me. And then I came across this quote today, use me, God, show me how to take who I am, who I want to be, and what I can do, and use it for a purpose greater than myself, by Martin Luther King. I love that. I so love that. And what I learned, after moving into a spiritual business, a spiritual practice, and I started learning from some of the online gurus, David Neagle and Ali Brown, that was their, number one thing to your success is don't get in business to make money. Get in business to make a difference. Because when you have your priorities straight, you are blessed abundantly, abundantly. And it is absolute truth. So that's my step number 2 to online success. All right, step number 3, drive traffic to your website. Because you know what? There are a million and one websites out there, and anybody can slap up a website. So actually I have 2 tips in this area, right? So number 1 is do not use a template to create your website. I did that in the beginning and Google didn't find me. I was like not found. And when I finally came across my webmaster who's been with me for 10 years, she's like, Julie, we need to get your site on WordPress. I'm like, what the heck's WordPress? And she's like, well, you're a blogger, so bloggers typically have WordPress, so let's figure this out for you. And wow, when I switched my website, I had GoDaddy for a while, and then I moved to Network Solutions, and then she, with her wise wisdom, and she's six figures right now. She's totally crushing it. With her wise wisdom, I moved forward with a WordPress website, and boom, that's a big key. So, first of all, that's my big key number one, big tip number one. But my tip number two is once you create your website, and don't spend loads of money on your website. I didn't. Um, I don't even know if I spent any money. I think I did a trade with her in the beginning because she was just starting out. And so I am an organic marketer. And what that means is I do it all myself. Now you call them a DIY, do it yourselfer. I love it. But yeah, I don't spend a lot of money on marketing or anything for that matter. Um, but tip number two, once you create that website, then you got to get traffic there. Otherwise, it's just a business card. So there are two types of websites, static and now I can't remember the word I'm looking for. Um, but static is like a web or like a business card where nothing ever changes. Dynamic is where your information is constantly changing, and so you're being picked up by the algorithm, the SEO on Google and YouTube, which is super, super important. So different ways you can do that. You don't have to have a blog. If you don't like to blog, that's okay. But you can blog, do a podcast. I've been doing a podcast now, oh my gosh, I think 7 years. It's crazy to think about that. Do a challenge. I just did a 28-day manifesting challenge, and every day I posted a short meditation on my, and everybody had to come to my website. I had 83 people registered for that. It was crazy. So think about all that traffic and all these people coming to my website every single day. So constantly thinking about ways that I can drive traffic to my website, because Google, you'll rank higher in the search engines. Step number four to prosper online is make friends with marketing. Oh my gosh, I had the biggest block over this for many, 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 many years. It wasn't until I went through B school where I began to shift my thinking in this area. It was huge. So, doing business without advertising is like winking at a girl in the dark. You know what you are doing, but nobody else does. It's like totally the truth. And the most important thing with marketing, because I always felt slimy, when I tried to sell something that didn't feel good, especially as a spiritual entrepreneur. I had a tough time accepting money for healing or, whatever. Um, but when I made friends with marketing, what I began to realize, and what Marie talks about, is that you've got something special and unique that can help somebody else. Not sharing that is doing a huge disservice to humanity. So show up, for goodness sake. And you don't have to give it all away. I absolutely have a component of service in my work, but you don't have to give it all away. It's okay to charge as a spiritual entrepreneur. And it's that energy, the exchange of money, the exchange of energy that balances everything out. All right. So, step number five to prospering online: master Facebook ads. And I would say, yeah, it was B school that really, because I was so afraid of Facebook ads. It's like, oh my gosh, there's no way. And I just hit the boost. I'm like, I can boost. Well, then everybody's saying, no, you're not getting seen with boost. You might as well just flush your money down the toilet to boost a post. So don't boost a post, right? Um, but Facebook has some awesome training, and there's so many gurus online Tara Zirkland is one that I love, and, oh, who's that other gal? Amanda, can't remember her last name, but she's awesome too. But yeah, they've got, free training and just kind of the 101. You don't need a lot and you don't need to spend a lot of money. I mean, I spend an average of $50 a month, and that's a lot right now for me. I mean, I typically have spent maybe 300 over the course of a year. But this year I'm trying to up my game. So I've got this budget that I want to, spend $50 a month on Facebook ads. But it's huge, huge in getting more traffic, new eyes, more interest on what you are doing. So master Facebook ads. Don't hide from that. All right, step number 6, build your email list with podcasts, YouTube, or Facebook Live. You have a voice, now use it. So if you don't like podcasting, then find some venue that you like that you can share your information. In the very beginning, I simply sent out affirmations, um, really quotes, picture quotes. To grow my email list, I sent out picture quotes. And then I've evolved from that. So find something of value that you can offer to people, to your people, on a regular, consistent basis to build your email list. Because even though you don't have anything to sell or you don't have a product or anything like that, when you do have something to sell, when you do have a product, you're going to have a list. You're going to have people. And that's what your list is all about, providing value and service in exchange for something that you have to offer. It's a big deal. It's very, very important if you want to be successful online. And then step number 7, the best thing I ever did was partner with other people. So remember the quote where it says, you're only as good as this, or you're only as rich as the 6 people you hang out with most in your life. So if you're not feeling affluent, take a look at who you're hanging out with. So are all of your friends, all of the people that you spend the most time with, are their income levels below yours or at yours? Well, that's why you're where you're at. So in order to rise above, in order to be more than you already are, you need to be around people who are more than you already are. Does that make sense? So when I discovered this, well, I knew about it, but I didn't really understand how to break into that. And so then some opportunities opened for me to partner with other people. Like when I very first, well, not when I very first, so I had a podcast for 2 years on Blog Talk Radio before I partnered with 2 other major psychic mediums. And I remember especially Catherine. I was so intimidated by Catherine, and she is such a lovely, dear, sweet soul. Catherine Glass, Catherine with a K. Um, I remember when I first reached out to her, I was like, she's never going to say yes because she's quite renowned. And I was like, oh, there's no way. She's never going to say yes. And we worked on the same psychic directory. And so we kind of had that in common. And I just kind of approached her and I said, I love what you do. I love who you are and how you represent yourself in the world. And I would love to work with you, partner on something together. And she's like, ah, hell yeah, that would be fun. And I was like, really? Um, and yeah, total soul sisters. And then Maggie came in and joined us. So there were 3 of us, and it was so much fun. But it gave me so much courage and confidence. And both of those girls were doing quite well. So it was my first experience stepping outside of my zone and really reaching out to other people who were what I felt like beyond my ability level. And the most gratifying thing I found was that my skill set actually was at their level. And they said numerous times to me, numerous times, Julie, you are every bit as good as we are. So don't ever diminish yourself. Um, we all have that negative Nelly in our head that says we're not good enough or that there's somebody better that can do it better. So why bother? So partnering with other people can really boost your self-esteem and kind of open up that gateway to bigger and better things. And I'm also a partner with Marie Forleo. It was so exciting. She reached out to me earlier this year and asked if I'd be interested in being an affiliate for B School. And I've been a fan of Marie since she started. Like I said, I used to follow Allie Brown, and Marie was at Allie's Brown Online Blueprint for Success program. And Marie originally started with a book called Make Every Man Want You. She's come a long way since then. So I've been following Marie since Marie even began practically. And it's been so much fun to watch her growth. And I was so honored when she reached out and invited me to become an affiliate. And I was like, absolutely. I love B School. It's changed my life. And I've watched my friends go through B School and experience dramatic changes in their life. So very, very exciting. So another lovely quote that I love, love, love. What good are wings without the courage to fly? And I'm here today to help you find the courage that you need to make some changes in your life that you desire. So, benefits of being a spiritual entrepreneur. I know my husband was homesick the other day, and it's interesting because whenever he's home, he kind of gets an inside view of what my day's like, right? And so it was about 10 o'clock, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get going. I got to get to work. And he laughed and he's like, you don't work. And I'm like, oh yeah, I work my butt off every single day. I go to a job just like you do. And he's like, oh, wait up, wait up. He said, you don't have a job. You have a lifestyle. And I was like, I love that. Oh my gosh. I don't have a job. I have a lifestyle. I do. I really do. Compared to all the stuff I've done in my life. Oh my gosh. I have worked my butt off. You have no idea, people. Working for myself is one of the most amazing experiences ever. So, number one, flexibility in my schedule, right? I never miss any of my granddaughter's stuff or my own children. I was able to be there for them. I work wherever I want. So, if we're on vacation, we went on a cruise a few years ago. I did some clients on the side while we were on the cruise to offset expenses, and it was not a problem. I have total control over income. That was one of the most frustrating things, especially as a teacher, to know that once I hit that ceiling, I was never ever going to make any more money. And now there's no ceiling. It's unlimited. I'm only limited by myself, right? Um, I work as hard or as little as I like. And with being a school teacher, I'm used to summers off. So I work like the devil for 9 months. And then in the summertime, usually uh, May 1st through October 1st, um, I work 3 days a week. And my husband and I have a camper up north. We spend long weekends up there together. It's amazing. I love, love, love it. I'm able to make a global impact. Being a school teacher, I definitely impacted a lot of lives, but knowing that I am helping people all across the globe. I mean, I have clients from all over the world. It's so exciting. I've got a gal who's from India. I've got another client who lives in Switzerland. I mean, it's just mind blowing for me when I ask people where they're from when they speak of other countries. I mean, Jamaica one time, I'm like, what? How do you find me in Jamaica? But it's so, so cool. Uh, and another a benefit, I've been able to deepen my connection to God and make a difference in people's lives, and work from home is my favorite part. Especially as an empath, it's tough to go out and be in that world every single day. But working at home, I've kind of got this little bubble that I absolutely love. All right. So why you're here? You showed up today even though you're incredibly busy for a specific reason. Maybe you're here because you want to make a difference in the world, or maybe you're tired. You're tired of going through the motions day in and day out with so much noise, so little peace. Maybe you showed up today because you're looking to be more purposeful with your life. You realize you don't get to live forever and you want to make the days you have here count. I know my sister was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. So, and she's full recovery, but it really hits you. It really makes you take a second look at the days that you have together. It's not going to last forever. Definitely. Maybe you're here because you know you were meant for more, but fear is immobilizing you from taking action. I mean, that I was in that place for many years, my husband as well. And sometimes you just need a little support to take the next step. Maybe you're here because you just want to be happy. You're ready to let go of your story and focus on what's most important, you and your happiness. So you've got two options today here. Option one, you come, you experience this training and you leave. You continue doing what you've always been doing. Maybe make a few changes here and there. Think about trying something new. Or option two, you 100% commit to leveling things up and joining us for B School with me, Julie. And 1 year from now, maybe even sooner, you wake up daily in a permanent state of joy, proud of yourself for trusting and moving forward toward your dreams. So, be a school with me. Would you like to learn how you can make a permanent, lasting impact as a spiritual entrepreneur? If you join B School with me, I've got some super special bonuses that I want to share with you. But first, let me take you through just a very quick sneak peek on what the heck is B School. So, Marie Forleo is really on a mission, and I love this woman. Really, she has a heart of gold. So, make money, change the world. Marie Forleo's B School. B School, it's an 8-week interactive video-based training program that teaches smart, effective online marketing strategies to business owners who want to fuel higher profits and their higher purpose. So, the number one thing that attracted me to Marie is her heart. And she is spiritual by and by, but she doesn't shove it down your throat. Her book, Everything is Figure Outable, is phenomenal. And she has spiritual truths sprinkled throughout. I love it. I love it. My promise to you, B School is a one of a kind business training that will enable a profound shift in your mindset, initiating powerful changes to every aspect of your business. This experience will give you the tools you need to succeed as an entrepreneur, whether you have an online business, a brick and mortar store, or a combination of both. Marie shares a simple and easy to follow blueprint to ensure success for anyone who is driven and passionate about serving humanity. So let's take a quick walk through B School and let me show you a few exciting things here. All right, here we go. We're going to hear from Marie because if you haven't met this woman, you seriously need to. We're just going to do like 2 minutes here on this video. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I have to share audio, so give me a second here. Mm-mm. All right. Here we go.
Hey, it's Marie Forleo, founder of B School and author of the
Oh,
#1 New York Times bestseller, Everything is Figureoutable. And in this video, I'm going to share a bit about the B School program, and if it's right for you, I would love for you to join us. But first, it's honesty time. Are you happy with how much money you're making? Are you satisfied with your current level of influence and impact? Do you feel like in your heart of hearts that you're making the difference that you were born to make? If not, guess what? I got some good news. You can change that. You are in charge of your financial destiny, and you were meant to do great things in this world. Now, I know this because I've made some pretty big changes in my own life, and I've also spent the past 2 decades helping millions of other people do the same. Now, here's why I am so passionate about this work. It's because I believe that when you're financially empowered, everybody wins. You win, your family wins, your community wins, the entire world wins. I also believe that every single person deserves the chance to realize their full potential. And that's exactly why I created B School, the online business school for modern entrepreneurs who want to make money and make a difference. Now, if you're struggling because your income is inconsistent from month to month, or perhaps you have too few customers, or maybe you've got a revenue model that puts a limit on how much money you can make or the amount of customers you can reach, or maybe you're just not sure how to get started, or you've been in business for a while but you're feeling tired and overwhelmed and overstretched and like you just can't get ahead, B School can help. Just imagine how good it's going to feel when you finally start attracting customers who genuinely value what you do. Imagine feeling in control of your business and your time and your financial future. Imagine how great it's going to feel to have a step-by-step guide to grow your business as fast or as big as you want and in exactly the way that you want to do it. In B School, you're going to clarify your goals and you're going to start prioritizing the right things, things that actually move the needle. You're going to create a strategic and achievable plan to radically expand your reach. You're going to learn how to stand out from the crowd, how to build genuine trust with your audience and convert more sales. Look, I've got a big vision for you. I want you to run a business that doesn't just get by, but one that puts you on a path to total financial freedom. And I also want you to run a business that you're proud of, one that doesn't just make money, but that also makes a big difference. One of the best things about B School is that once you join the program, you are never going to feel alone again. You're going to have support and guidance from a global community of like-minded creatives. You're going to be connected with other business owners who are in the trenches doing the hard work right by your side. And all of this growth and this learning, it takes place in a positive and encouraging environment. Here are some of the other great things about B School. So first, it's a proven and trusted program. We've been running B School for well over a decade. We've got tens and tens of thousands of B School grads from over 600 different industries in nearly 150 countries. Many people look to us as the gold standard in this industry. Second, the program is 100% online, so you don't have to travel and you can learn at your own pace. So if you're working a couple jobs right now, or maybe you're in a season of change and transition, you don't have to worry about falling behind. Because guess what? There's no behind in B School. You get lifetime access to the training materials and you can review them as much and as often as you want. And finally, and this is the most important thing in my heart, you are safe with us because your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed. Look, B School is an investment, but as you know, you are your most important business asset. It's your ability to set clear goals, to execute on the right strategies, to manage your time, and to market and sell effectively, and actually run your business. That's what's going to determine whether or not you succeed. And if you think about all the other ways that you can learn about business, I mean, yeah, you could spend a year applying to get your MBA and then spend, I don't know, about $100,000 taking nights and weekends away from your friends and family, listening to lectures from academics who may or may not have ever run an online business. I mean, you could do that if you really want to. But I'm pretty sure that kind of program doesn't come with a risk-free guarantee. But B School does. Look, if you give B School a genuine go and you don't feel like we've delivered on our promise, just let us know. But here's the deal. We will ask for your completed coursework. And the reason is simple. We only want to work with people who are action takers. And we know that if you do the work, it will make a positive impact on your success. You know, there's an old adage that says, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. I couldn't agree more. So yes, B School is an investment, but it's an investment in you, in the person that you were born to be, in your financial freedom. And with our risk-free guarantee, you can test drive the program with total peace of mind. B School is a program that can change your business and your life forever. So if you feel it in your heart, say yes. Say yes to your new life. Say yes to achieving more than you ever thought possible. Yes to using your gifts in service to something greater than yourself. I would love the chance to work with you and support you on your journey. So click the button below and get registered now, and I'll see you inside the program.
All right, just wanted to share a couple things with the program, a couple of the questions that came up earlier. So people wanted to know really what you were getting with B School. So I'm offering, there's a whole list of bonuses I'll go through that I'm offering special, completely free for my people, valued at the same cost that B School's valued. So you get, double the value when you come in with me. But with Marie, you get the clarity, as she mentioned, clarity, guidance, community, and the training. So let's talk a little bit about the training. Here's what you're going to learn to grow your business. She's got, as she mentioned, it's an 8-week program. And so it's broken down into 6 core training modules. And she takes a week off. It's a catch-up week. And then she does, I believe, a follow-up week at the end. And so the first module, registration open today. B School doesn't begin until March 2nd, and it runs through April 24th, I believe. And so every week, typically on the Monday, she will drop the module. And in the module, she has a live video like she just shared with you here. And then she has fun sheets. So the assignments or, the action part of the week. So the first module is map your profit-making, world-changing plan. And the second module is creating a website that converts and sells. This one was huge. The third module is designing a winning communication strategy. So she talks about copywriting, how to word things and how to set up, copy that sells. And then module 4, increasing traffic, growing your list, and amplifying your reach. So this is about growing your email list, how to get people on your list, or how maybe you're stuck at a certain number. I was stuck at 500 forever, how to move past some of those blocks. And then module 5, create raving fan customers with outstanding offers. And module number 6, master timeless marketing to maximize sales and profits. So here's where she goes in depth in the best practices for marketing your business. So B School is $1,999. That's what I paid 2 years ago. I finally bit the bullet and joined B School. And I believe that price hasn't gone up in 10 years. But what's new is her payment plan. She never had a payment plan before. She does split that into 12 monthly payments if you desire. And then she has a bazillion bonuses on top of all the bonuses you'll get. So the reason you'd want to start today is, number one, I've got a 24 or it ends tonight. I've got a fast action bonus that ends tonight. And Marie, you get access to Marie's program. So even though the program doesn't start till March 3rd, she's not going to drop module 1 until March 3rd or 2nd, March 2nd. You can get started on her million other bonuses she has here. And I've gone through most of these. They're excellent training. So let me just go through these bonuses she has. She's got Start the Right Business. If you're not sure where to even begin with a business idea, or you have an idea but you're not sure if it's a good fit, this is an excellent program. The Follow Through Formula, to help you stay organized. Getting started with WordPress, this is an awesome one. And look at the value on these, valued at $546. Setting up your metrics and analytics, this one I have to take another look at, valued at $299. Smart marketing for product-based businesses, all about opt-ins, how to grow your list at hyperspeed, PR strategies to make you a business celebrity, systems, teams, and massive productivity, how to grow from 6 to 7 figures. I mean, every year you have lifetime access. Every year she adds more. It's just crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in because, you know, my favorite part is what I'm sharing with you, my bonuses. So let's go and take a look at that quickly for you. So first of all, I am offering a 12-week mastermind program, absolutely free. And that's valued at $1,799. So it covers the whole 8 weeks of B School, plus I'm adding on another month after B School ends. I'm only accepting 6 people into this program, and each person will get about 10 minutes to bring any questions, any help they need on anything. Every single week for 1 hour, we will get together. And this is critical because I really took a hard look at what would I have needed that would have really helped me get through B School. And this is the number one thing. I just needed somebody to hold my hand and tell me what to do next, to help me. I would get stuck on something, and instead of weeding through, you know, the community is awesome, don't get me wrong, but there's thousands of people in there and you can get lost really easy. It would just be really nice to have somebody to kind of give me a shortcut or some real quick answers. The second thing I'm offering as a bonus, this is absolutely free, is a website review. 1 hour live call. I'll take a look at your website. Like I said, I spent 10 years as an English teacher. I'll give you some tips and tricks on copy, on editing, and make sure that your website is converting. Number 3, a private community. So like I said, I'm only accepting 6 people. This is my very first year as an affiliate. This will probably never happen again, to have a group this small. And I really just want to be able to focus completely on 6 individuals and see how far I can take them. So I'm really excited to be offering this. Plus, you not only have lifetime access to Marie's program, I mean, every year I get to go in there and do it all over again. And every year she revamps everything. She redoes everything and includes even more training, even more juicy goodness. And so not only do you have lifetime access with Marie, but you have lifetime access with me. So next year when I host this again, you can come in, you're invited to kind of sit in the sidelines during our group calls and get the support that you need. So the total value of my bonus pack is $1,999, but I have a special fast action bonus that's super awesome, right? So here's the date. It starts Monday, March 2nd through Friday, April 24th. And you have full access for the entire year. So like Marie said, there's no behind in B School, right? There is only moving forward, no behind in B School. I love that. So You have full access through the whole year. She pulls it down typically in January to revamp everything and reboot everything, and then she pops it back up. Like right now, she's got it open so we can access all these new bonus trainings she's put in there. We can jump into that and get a jump on all of that. And as I mentioned, that cost is $1,999. She does have that payment plan. So in addition to everything Marie's giving you with B School, I'm offering the 4 things I outlined above in the previous screen. In addition, I have a fast action bonus valued at $400 that if you act by tonight, I'm leaving it open till midnight tonight. If you join me for B School, you will get 2 private business spiritual assessments. They're 1 hour each. So the first session, we will take a look at what are you meant to do and how can you create that in your life. And then the second session we'll do at the end of B School, at the end of the mastermind, so like in 3 months, and I will forecast because I'm a psychic medium. So you are working with someone who has a spiritual connection to your spiritual team. I have a divine connection to your spiritual team. I can talk to your spiritual team and get guidance and help you get the guidance that they're trying to give you. I mean, that's what I do in my work every single day. And so you'll get an opportunity to work with me one-on-one and receive that clarity. It is priceless, absolutely priceless. All right, so we're going to open it up for questions. You can either unmute yourself or pop a question in the chat. Anybody have any questions? Here we go. Love that. Have to go, Joanne. Oh, thanks for joining us, Joanne. All right, awesome. Doesn't look like we have any questions. Let me just take a peek who we have, who's left standing here. Becky. Hey, Becky, did you have any questions about anything tonight? Becky. Can't unmute you, Becky. We'll just give you a second here. All right, well, if we don't have any questions tonight, that is all I have for you. I hope you considered joining me for B School here. And just trying to close that window here. And there we go. And oh, you know, there it's hiding right there. Okay. All right. Well, whether you join me for B School or not, I hope you enjoyed this training today, my 7 steps to prospering online, kind of drawing back the curtain of the best that I've been using to achieve success in my business. And I am here to support you in any way, shape, or form. If you have any questions or need any help with anything, be sure to shoot me a quick email over at julie@juliegeigle.com. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here tonight, and I wish you all the best. Mwah! Bye.